Hi, my name is Craig Moss. I'm the Assistant Project Leader for the Center for Global Enterprise. We're working on a project on the digital supply chain. I'm also the Chief Operating Officer for the Center for Responsible Enterprise and Trade. The project that we're working on is really looking at the rapid evolution in the supply chain. If we think about the last couple decades, all of the changes that have taken place, globalization, the internet, more and more rapid product life cycles, more and more digital information, all of these things are coming together to create the digital supply chain. And we'll be looking at the digital supply chain of the future and what your company needs to do to take advantage of it. More and more companies now realize that supply chain is a core competitive advantage for their company. We hear this from all the companies we're talking to, whether it's financial services or the automotive sector or the oil and gas sector or consumer products. It's that core competitive advantage, and the digitization is what is going to take companies to the next level. One of the specific things that's happened is the emergence of platform businesses. These are companies that are matching buyers and suppliers using technology. One of the really interesting things about a platform business is the idea that trust is essential to that relationship. That platform has to find a way to provide trust between the buyer and the supplier. We always think of it in terms of needing to trust but verify. And it's that verification piece that becomes really a critical element. And that's also one of the things that we'll be exploring in our white paper. With the growth of the digital supply chain, there's a huge increase in opportunity, but there's also a tremendous increase in risks that companies face. In addition to the historic supply chain risks like business continuity, supplier performance, we have a whole new host of risks that are coming up, really related to cybersecurity, the protection of intellectual property, and the protection of trade secrets. All of these things are making it more and more critical for a company to understand the risks that they face, not only in the supply chain, but how that piece fits into the overall enterprise risk that they face. Supply chain visibility and the ability to collect credible information on the third parties in your supply chain really also become a critical element or a critical success factor in the future. And we'll be exploring that and how technology can be used to provide more visibility and more credible information on those third parties that you have in your supply chain, whether they're upstream toward the production side or downstream toward the distribution side. In addition to that, we're going to take an extra look at cybersecurity issues, because as more information becomes digital, as we're getting information from the Internet of Things, from sensors, compiling all that together, we're sharing that with third parties. And how do we protect that? How do we ensure that the third parties are also able to protect our confidential information? Companies will need to look at better ways to manage people, process, and technology, and pull these things together into a management system and an organizational structure that better serves the digital supply chain of the future. This will be essential for companies to be able to find ways to optimize the opportunity that they have and minimize and mitigate the risks that they face in the digital supply chain. The white paper that we're going to be producing in October is going to be really groundbreaking work. It's something that is going to help you as an organization really understand what you need to do to take advantage of the digital supply chain. It'll provide practical steps that you can take today to prepare for tomorrow. And along with this, we really want you to stay involved and listen to the progress that we're making. For more information on the white paper, please check our website. We will be providing updates on the progress we're making on the research. We'll be providing surveys that you could join to provide us with more information on your company. And ultimately, we'll look for you to get a copy of the white paper so you can take advantage of the learnings that we have from leading companies around the world.